this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts with the Advent calendar for December the 2nd. But before I unpack my two goodies here, I just want to show you how I finished off yesterday's cards. So I made this one here yesterday, but I hadn't added a sentiment yet, and I found this Frosty Kisses. So I'll edit that here. This is from this stamp set. I don't know whether that is an RSPB one or whether that just came with a magazine, but that's the one down here. I thought that was really nice. And because I had all these polar bears left and the two trees I cut out, I created these two cards. These are a multi-fold card. I recently made one for the Fancy Fold Craft Challenge, and I think it was Monica, the quilling lady, who made a slimline card. And at first I wanted to do that, but then I realised I didn't need a long card for small elements like this, so I just cut the cardstock in half and made two little cards here with a 10-fold card in the back. So these are just I think 4.5 by 4.5. But all you need to do for this is you take some pattern paper and you score it sort of to create two even panels here, two even panels here, and I like them when they're staggered. And then you've got the rest of the sheet here. And I thought this one was really cute because Papa Bear gives the little one a nose bump. I just put one of the trees here, and with this one I'll put the tree in the front. The little one is hiding there and going over to his sibling. And I put these snowflake kisses on there. I used that recently in a video that is from a magazine. Yeah, so that's my little makes from yesterday. I'll quickly switch the camera off because I need to cough. So sorry about the interruption. So this is the little thing that Christine from Christine Cards and Things sent me. So I have linked her channel definitely in the first video. I'll try to do it under other video, but I might forget about this. But I will definitely tag her. And she sent me loads of these little boxes plus a few extras. So in here today, ooh, some rhinestones. Oh yeah, some more of them. Ooh, some pink ones. They're like jewels. Are they flat in the back? Not quite. They're quite thick and faceted, so I have to think about how to use those. And oh yeah, this is from Creative Expressions, some gold ones. Yeah, these are sort of, again, so faceted. Oh, very interesting. I don't use rhinestones quite well very often because I sometimes struggle, you know, when people sort of put rhinestones or little, what the other ones, enamel dots on everything. I don't do that, but I could have put some on this card because the colours go with it perfectly. So I might add some of those, but I'll have a little think about how I use these, and especially these pink ones. I think they will have to go into a shaker card because I've got quite a lot of dimension. So, and then my own thing. So as I explained yesterday, a friend gave me a tea advent calendar, so I will be having a tea when I'm creating something. And today I've got apple, hibiscus and blackcurrant. Very nice. And it says Deine Auszeit, which means your time off. So, and I know what's in here. I can already tell you it's something that I bought years and years and years ago, a long time before I started paper crafting. And after I bought it, I thought, why would I use that? What is that useful for? But now that I'm a paper crafter, I actually have got some use for it. Sorry about the noise. It's got stuck here now. So these are, and you can see the German writing there. This is how long I've had them. These are some metallic crayons. So they're lots of lovely colours. And as I said, when I bought them, I thought there's no point because, you know, what's the point in drawing on black cardstock? Now that I'm a paper crafter, of course I have black cardstock and I use black cardstock. Might even be nice on grey. So I'll have a look how I can combine these goodies with this here. I've already got an idea. But this will be a quick craft, but I will do it off camera because I want to keep these videos short, and then I will do my usual Wednesday and Sunday videos in full length. I said I would only do a show and tell, but I think with this process here I quickly want to show you something. I have die cut two baubles here. I've got these bauble dies that I bought years ago, and they cut the aperture out. At first I thought I'd just use that, but didn't want to do anything similar to what I did yesterday with the washi tape. So I thought I'm going to utilize these, but rather than putting color down just randomly in the background, I thought I might actually use this as a template to outline with my pencil where I want certain colors to be, so that when I take it off I know where I want to put colours with my crayons. I have chosen 3 sort of warmer colours and 3 cold colours for each of these baubles, and then I will just embellish them with the rhinestones. What I'd like to say my card is finished, but it's not really. I really like my baubles. I managed to line it all up. My tip is not to leave any black gaps where you do the colouring, so even if you don't match these areas perfectly, at least you don't have any black cardstock showing. And I used my acrylic marker here to do the ribbon here and the bows, and I used the rhinestones here. What I did was, these are all stacked down on some strands, so I just used my scissors and I just cut them all apart, leaving them on the release paper, and then I could use my tweezers to pick them all off and stick them down. At first I thought I would use the gold ones here, but I found they were a bit too deep for my liking, and I thought that this bauble tied in so much nicer if I used the same rhinestones. But then I had a grand idea and I thought, nah, I'm not doing any stamping, I'm not doing any heat embossing. And I thought I'll write at the bottom. And I so do not like this, although my joint writing is not too bad. I just don't like it. So I thought, what do? I can't cut it off there because this bauble obviously sits below where the word starts. So I thought, doesn't matter, I can just cut another panel and I can stick this on here. And then I thought, how do I align this? And I had the idea, I'll show you with my black panel first, but I decided in the end to go for a different colour. I actually put this on the top here, hadn't cut this to size though yet, and I used my fingers to press all these rhinestones into the cardstock. And I just did the same on this mirror card as well, because I think this holographic card, I think this would look so much nicer because the black is a little, I don't know, not too festive. I like the overall look, but I thought this would be so much nicer. So I've done the same here. So I basically used my finger just to rub this through. And then I already have done this here. I used my white marker here. This should have dried by now, so that I can then, hopefully, if I look closely, align all these dots. I will do that in a moment when I put my head above it, but I'm sure I can do the same at the bottom, and then fingers crossed I should be able to cut the apertures in the right places. Or another idea I just had, because it's so difficult to see, use a needle, poke through, oops, it's probably not the best one because this one's got glue in it. I just poke it through in 2 places. And then if I place this over here now, and I can poke through the back and match this point up, and I do the same with the second needle. It's not as easy as it looks, yeah, and do the same on this point, then they should be aligned as well. Do you sometimes do this thing when you think like, oh, it just takes me about half an hour to make this card, and over an hour later you're still at it. Well, this was one of those cards, but I'm happy with it now. So as I showed you, I die cut these apertures again. The bottom one is not perfectly aligned, but I don't mind that too much. But then I was left with these die cuts here from the holographic paper, and I thought I might just as well put that on there as well. And that is when I decided that I needed to do something about, I had a little bit of the acrylic marker here where I had drawn the ribbon here, the twine. So I decided to cut that all off, cut it down on the side, and then put proper thread through this, or twine. This is some silver twine. So I poked holes with my pokey tool here and stuck it down on the back of the card, fed it through the little holes, and then put it on the back with some red tape. I just saw that I need to press down a little bit more here on the side. I've only just glued the card base down. Yeah, and I added a die cut sentiment this time. I put a little bit of shimmer pen on the black just to tie this in. And when you can see rainbow colours here now, they are mostly visible on the camera. They don't show that much in real life, so we still got this sort of silvery look. Yeah, I'm pleased with this now. I'm happy to send this out now. This is not perfect, having this going across the other bauble, but it is what it is, so I think I shall leave it here. So I'll keep my supplies that I got from Christine on my desk in a little basket or bowl, just to see which future projects I can use these on. These are really pretty. I'm thinking about maybe creating like a Christmas tree and putting them on as baubles. And as I said, I'll have a look what to do with these. Although I know one lady who follows me who would love to have these. So I might even pass a few things on, Christine. I hope you don't mind that too much if I'm not using them. Yeah, and I see you tomorrow with another hopefully much quicker project.